Johnson here from Better Display Cases. I've got a fancy gizmo here that you push it and it turns the phone on remotely. I think it's on, so now I'm going to set this down. I guess I'll use it at the end of the video to turn it off. All right, so today my goal is to do a couple videos. My goal in life is to have happy customers, at least in my work life. I don't like unhappy customers, and the business only does well with happy customers. So that's what I want. So I want to explain about our display cases, what our cases are like, and then what the quote-unquote competition is like. So you know what you're getting, you can make your choice, and then if you want to, then you can watch the next video where I'll talk about the different kinds of display cases we sell. So I ordered a couple cases from our competitors on Amazon. There's some really cheap display cases on there, and if you look at them on Amazon on the picture, they look pretty similar to ours. Once you put it together and you put a football helmet in it, it looks pretty similar to ours. But good luck making that happen and keeping the case together, making it look the way it looks in the picture online. I haven't been able to do that myself, and I'm kind of an expert on display cases, but I gave up very quick. I didn't even unwrap this one because I did try this one. I mean, so the big thing you need to understand, just the big picture thing, is you're getting a kit. When you buy a cheap display case, you're not getting a display case. You're getting a bunch of plastic pieces, and you got to figure out how to put them together. And good luck with that. Whereas we sell all one piece. People ask that a lot. Is your display case one piece? Yes. The case is, now the base is a different story, and that's what I'll talk about in the next video. A lot of our bases are very simple, one piece. All you do is put this, well, here's one right here. You put this base down, this is our color double sheet, put the case on top, you're done. Done. And it's done, it's professional, it looks nice. First of all, our acrylic is top acrylic, it's cast acrylic, very clear, good clarity. Cast is different than extruded, I believe. Pretty sure these are extruded acrylic. You can look on our website. We have a whole page that talks about the difference between cast and extruded. I think it's under our Quality Matters page. Everything I talk about today, I'm trying to just hit highlights. Everything is in much more detail in other places on the website. But anyway, I do while I'm at it. Our display cases are all hand cut. So first the manufacturer has to cut the pieces by hand, bend it by hand. So we want to have as few pieces as possible, because every time you have a piece and you have to glue it, well, there's a potential for some issues. So for our mirror case, the front, the top is all one piece. It's bent by hand. The back is a separate mirror. If you get an all clear case, front, top, back, all one piece, just bent here. And that's fantastic, because you're not going to have any glue marks, any drips, anything on this seam, which is the most important, and then also the back seam if it's a clear one. But also, they hand polish all of the edges, and if you look at these edges, see that's hard to get right there. I've been to many manufacturers. We use the best. It took a while. I've gone through a lot of them. See, that's just hard to do, believe it or not. That clear edge. Usually it's not clear. Usually it's not clear. It's whatever the word is. You have to buff both pieces of acrylic a lot to get it that way. And then the gluing is an art. If you go to an acrylic manufacturer, they usually won't tell you their secret of their gluing, because that's really important, because otherwise you get bubbles. So all of these little things are really important. Again, our cases, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-sided, all one piece, because they're not really one piece, it's several pieces, but it comes to you in one piece because it's glued or bent by artisans, really. They fire polish or hand polish the edges, and we even put a little thing on the back of the mirror so that it's black. We just think that looks better than, if you don't do that, it's going to be this gray thing. So there's a lot of little things that we do to make our cases hopefully better. That's the point of Better Display Cases. All right, back to this one. So I never got very far because I couldn't even peel peel this off. I mean, that seems like such a simple thing, like it's nothing, right? No, it's a big deal. So we send them to you already peeled, or in some cases we have some, I don't have it right here now. Here's one. So it'll come like this, very easy to peel it off. But usually now we're more and more going to completely peeled, and it comes in plastic, so you don't have to peel anything. Because sometimes this towel will get lost, and then, believe me, the peeling thing is actually a big deal. We've had, not many, but some customers return it because they're like, it looks terrible, and that's because they didn't peel it, and for whatever reason. So I was unable to peel this. So all I could do is use a screw to scratch it, and then I did it on this piece right here, you can see. As a result, I have a scratch in the acrylic. So that's the first thing. When you get one of these kits, you're either not going to be able to peel it and return it, or you're going to have to scratch it. I don't know really any other actual way to remove this plastic. It's so hard on there. I don't know what to say. All right. Then the other thing that's so obvious, you can probably see it. I mean, come on. There's these little things. It's like Tetra or whatever. You know, you have to do this, and then you're going to do this, and I'm not doing it. I was going to do one and show how crappy it was, but I'm not. I'm trying to get this video done today. It would take me too long, so maybe one day I'll do another video showing this completed. If you have a lot of patience and skill, I don't know, maybe you can do it. You're going to have scratches, but maybe it's okay. This is one way that they do them like this. Another way is I've seen that I had a customer call me once. They thought it was my case. It wasn't. It was somebody else's. He was like, "What do you expect me to glue this thing?" I was like, "What? You shouldn't have any glue from our cases." So sometimes they'll send you a little glue bottle. So it's just pieces of acrylic with glue, and you got to glue it together. So anyway, I want you to know that. You know, when you look at the pictures on Amazon or wherever, find out if it's all one piece like ours or a kit like this. Unless you, I don't know. I can't think of a good reason to get a kit. I can't think of one, because honestly, we will even send you one of these at a price comparable to this if that's the whole issue, because we have some cases that have minor defects, they have scratches or whatever, and just contact us. We'll send you one of those, and actually we'll meet their price with one of those cases. So, all right, I think that's it. I'm sure I'm missing something, but hopefully you get the gist of it. Our cases are way better, and then it's just a question if you want to pay the difference or not. So anyway, that's your choice. And the next thing, if you are interested in our cases, now I'm going to do a video that shows you all our different kinds of cases and all our different bases, so you get the one that you want. See you then. Oh, again. I forgot something. I looked at my notes after I finished that. So another thing that you should understand about why our cases are more expensive is, I mean, this is a dream. This kit thing, freaking dream for the seller and the man. This is a dream. You can fill up a shipping container or a warehouse. You can put 1 billion of these things. You can ship them very cheaply. They're not going to get damaged. You cannot damage this thing. Well, very difficult to. Whereas we are stuck having to ship these fragile acrylic display cases, right? And by the way, our customer service is fantastic. We take care of any issues. That's a whole other thing. All I wanted to say right now is explain, and for you to think about the expense involved in shipping, putting that in a box like this. We use the best packaging we can get, because we've learned. We double box it, right? 2 boxes. And these foam corner pieces, 8 of them. 4 on the bottom, 4 on the top. After we do that, it is rare for our display case to get damaged in shipping. But imagine the cost of that, the cost of how big this is, you know, to ship this to us, and then we have to store it. We have to pay for storage one way or another. That's a whole other story about why I've switched from the 3PL. I'll be doing more videos about that. But anyhow, one way or another, you're paying for storage, and then finally to ship to you. So I just wanted to, something people don't think about, but that's another reason why if you want to get a good quality display case, it's going to cost more.